In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Anger, hatred, and envy. There are obvious harms of anger, which generally encourage people with a short temper to try to change. This may include loss of mental clarity at the time of anger, or the later regret for the action and words spoken while it's angry. The effect of wrath on the heart is hatred, envy, to be happy over an enemy's misfortune and upset over their fortunes. Aside from this, there are many other forms of harms, of which I will list 3. It destroys faith. The prophet said, anger destroys faith, as condiment destroys honey. He also said, if a man gets angry, he roams near hell. It is an element of infidelity. There are 4 elements of infidelity: anger, passion, greed, and foolishness. It leads to evil. Anger is the key to every evil. A certain Ansar said, anger is the root of foolishness and its guide. What is anger? God created the passion of anger from fire. The birthplace of anger is the heart. Whenever something goes against a person's wishes, the blood of the heart spreads through all of his veins, and as a result, his eyes become red and his face reddish. But if the anger comes to a person who is superior to him, this creates a feeling of fear and hopelessness. It generates a restriction of blood, turning into grief. If the anger is with an equal, the blood alternates between constriction and flow, paralleling one movement and rendering the next, confusing him. People are divided into 3 categories according to their level of anger. One class have got no anger. One class have got extreme anger. And one class have got moderate anger. This class of people isn't good because they don't have anger. Imam Shafi said, he whose anger cannot be aroused is a donkey. If anger concerns any matter of the next world, it is called wisdom and patience. And if it concerns any matter of this world, it is called deceit. Because people say that anger is the enemy of intellect, and anger is danger. Excessive anger is also harmful. If a person gets extremely angry, they go out of intellect, religion, and divine service. They then lose their sense of right and wrong, the power of good thinking, and then their freedom. A wise man once said, wisdom does not remain safe at the time of anger. Just as life does not remain safe in a burning fire, there are people who remain naturally prepared to get angry soon. They have got a sense of anger in their true nature. Others have excessive anger out of habit. They say they won't tolerate any harm, and the people around them will magnify a small issue until the person becomes extremely angry. This cycle will then repeat itself until the person has a habit of becoming excessively angry. The best way is to keep anger on the line of moderation. God encourages people to stand on this borderline. The prophet said, the middle way is the best of all actions. So the two extremes must be avoided. This is the straight path. God says, let not kindness hold you back in the religion of God. He who has got no wrath is unable to bear hardships for the progress of soul. Anger which rises at the hint of intellect and religion is good intellect arouses anger where it is necessary and appeases anger where patience is necessary. Although it may not be possible to remove anger completely, it can be reduced through several methods. These are a mixture of knowledge and action. Knowing the reward of suppressing anger, the prophet said, God lifts punishment from one who appeases anger. Fearing the punishment of God and knowing that He is more powerful than you, God said, O son of Adam, when you get angry, remember me. Understanding that even if you take revenge on someone, they also have the ability to take revenge against you in this world and the next. Remembering the face of someone who is very angry, would you rather look like an angry wild beast or a wise and learned person? Knowing that when you are angry, the devil says to you, you are weak. If you don't get angry, don't listen to him. He is your enemy. Remember that whatever God wills will occur. What reason do you have to get angry, especially in relation to something that is out of your control? And may the peace and blessings of God be amongst us all. Amen.